Hi, my name is Ashley Gallegos, and today I will be I will be transferring my patient from her bed to the wheelchair. So the first thing that you want to do is knock before entering. Then when you have entered the room, you are going to identify your patient. After you've identified your patient, you are going to identify yourself with your name and your job title. If your patient has any visitors, you are just going to politely ask them to wait outside until you are done performing this procedure. Before and throughout this procedure, you are to explain the steps that you're performing to your patient. Also, throughout this procedure, you are to protect your patient's rights as well as being gentle with them. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to look at the care plan and see what my patient's affected side is. So her affected side is the left side, so we are going to be transferring her on the right side today. So I positioned the wheelchair on her strong side, and it's not touching the bed, but it's super close to the bed. And now I'm just going to make sure that the wheelchair wheels are locked and that the foot plates are up as well. And then I'm also going to be lowering my patient's bed in the lowest position, and then I'm also locking the bed wheels as well. So now we have gathered all of our supplies. The supplies that we are going to need today are a cushion that we are going to be placing on the wheelchair, and then a robe, a bath towel, non-skid footwear, a paper, and also a transfer belt. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to be applying the bath blanket. Also, my patient has railings, so I'm just going to take the railing down on the side that I'm working at. So now I'm going to be placing the bath blanket on top of her, and then I'm going to be removing the top linen and just moving it to the foot of the bed. And now I'm going to take the paper, and I'm going to be placing this underneath her feet, and this is going to act as a barrier when I put the non-skid footwear on her. So now I am going to be putting on the non-skid footwear. And now I am going to help position my patient onto the side of the bed. And now I am going to be putting on my patient's robe. So after my patient's robe is on, now I can take off my patient's bath blanket. And now I'm going to be applying the transfer belt. So when you apply this, you want it off-centered and you want it to fit like a snug. You want it to fit about 2 fingers underneath it. So after this, now I will be, my patient's feet are going to be flat on the floor, and then our feet are going to be touching each other's, as well as our knees are going to be touching each other as well. And then my patient's hands are going to be on the mattress, and I'm going to explain on the count of 3 is when she's going to push up. And I am also bending my knees, and on the count of 3, I am straightening them and helping my patient stand up with my 2 fingers underneath her transfer belt. 1, 2, 3. And now we are going to slowly pivot towards the wheelchair. Okay, and now on the count of 3, she is going to bend her knees as well as I am, and then her hands are going to be on the wheelchair's arms to help support her balance. So 1, 2, 3. So now I can take off my patient's transfer belt. And then I am also going to be putting the wheelchair plates down as well. And now I would just provide for comfort, and I would do a safety check around the room. I can unscreen my patient, and then I could wash my hands, and then I would report and record my observations to the nurse. Thank you.